Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Tennis Express. Get your favorite tennis gear at tennisexpress.com today. Zendaya is a tennis fan and now she's starring in a movie about tennis. The Euphoria actress portrays a tennis champion turned coach in the movie called Challengers. It's going to be out later this month in the U.S. The film features a tennis love triangle between Zendaya, her on-screen husband, and his childhood best friend, who happens to be Zendaya's ex. The film follows Zendaya as Tashi, a former tennis player turned coach who turns her husband Art, played by Mike Feist, into a Grand Slam champion. Yet when Art hits a losing streak, she signs him up for a challenger level event. That's where they run into Patrick, played by Josh O'Connor from The Crown, who was Tashi's former boyfriend and Art's former best friend. Aha! In a new interview for Vogue, Zendaya talked about how she learned to play tennis for the film. Her tennis playing experience was quite limited. In fact, the Oakland native says that her tennis knowledge was pretty much based on three champions, Roger Federer and, of course, the Williams sisters. To get ready for the film, Zendaya says her co-stars took 3 months of tennis lessons with Brad Gilbert, training together side by side on courts every morning and then gym sessions in the afternoon. Zendaya says it didn't go great in the beginning. She was trying to get the basics down and just trying to make contact with the ball. She also trained with former ATP pro Eric Taino, who worked with the young actresses who played Venus and Serena in the great film King Richard. Then she attended the U.S. Open, and she watched Serena play her final matches. Ultimately, Zendaya said in order to get the tennis part right, she actually had to approach it like a dance. She copied mannerisms and she copied footwork, and that focusing on footwork and form works in the film for her because she says the ball itself was very often added to the scenes in post-production. Knowing she didn't have to make clean contact, she said it freed her up for a better performance. Director Luca Guadagnino told Variety that Zendaya did such a great job in the tennis scenes that they didn't have to use her tennis double much at all in the editing. In the movie Challengers, Zendaya says tennis is really a metaphor for relationships, power, control, and ultimately identity. Tashi's first love is tennis. That was the thing that gave her strength and power and made her who she is. Zendaya says she can identify with that because she has found her identity through work. The moment when, because of an injury, Tashi is no longer able to do the one thing that she feels defines her, she has to find a way to redefine herself. The movie is called Challengers and it comes out later this month in the U.S. I'm Grace Carter. See you next time here on Tennis Now.